Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks Season 1, Episode 5. You know it now, I think. I'm reacting to Twin Peaks. I'm binge watching Twin Peaks with you guys. I'm discovering all of this story, all of these characters, all of this weird mood, these weird scenes, and all of that with you guys. And so far, so good. Like, really, I'm having a lot of fun discovering this show, and also a lot of fun trying to understand it, making theories about it and all. You know how much I love that with shows and animes that I'm watching with you guys. I love to try to anticipate stuff, to try to guess where we're going and all. So for sure Twin Peaks, it can be a good show for me because of that. And also because it's so weird that each time I'm gonna be surprised and each time I'm gonna be shocked, you know, and all of that. Just to warn you, it's raining a lot outside, so maybe you're gonna hear it, you know, with the sound. I can't do something about it, like it's like that, it's raining, I can't stop the rain, and in a way it's really grey, like it's really dark, even if it's just, you know, middle of the day, it's really dark outside, and I have the impression that it's going with the mood of Twin Peaks. I'm really like, it's fitting well, you know, like, okay, let's go with that mood, let's go with it, I'm all for it. So really, myself, I'm into a good mood before watching this episode of Twin Peaks because of that weather, because of the fact that that's it, I really appreciate this show. I can't say that I love characters, I can't say that. For sure, I have some characters that I truly appreciate, and they are not the main ones in a way. I don't know if you can consider, for example, that Cooper is the main character with Laura, Donna, no characters like that. Like, for now, maybe I have a special little thing for Lucy. She's a secondary character, but I really love her. The fact that she's so nice and all, and she's talking way too much. Clearly, we have something in common, girl. Giving too many details each time about stuff. We have really that in common. I love Nadine also because of the fact that she's a lunatic and she can... her mood, you know, can change suddenly, and I have trouble to understand her and all. And she's so fun to follow, so I love Nadine. So see secondary characters, and maybe with the main characters, Audrey. I really appreciate Audrey because during the first episode she was really sneaky, malicious and all, but the good way. Like, she was not someone doing all of these malicious things with really villain intentions. Do you understand what I mean? And maybe we can learn stuff through her. I think that she spied on her dad. I think that she knows that her dad and her uncle are visiting for sure that prostitute's house, and I think that she knows that Laura and Ronette were walking into that house. That's my guess about that house and these two girls walking into it, which could explain the fact that Laura and Ronette knew each other and were captured together apparently. About my list of suspects, you know, for sure I'm suspecting Bob because of Cooper's dream, but even before that because the mother dreamed about him, meaning that there is a story right there. And you know what I think since the beginning? That the mother is feeling guilty about something, that she knows something. I don't think at all that she's responsible for the death of her daughter, not at all, but I think that she knows something, she's feeling guilty about something. Like, something is going on right there. Like, she's not serene, she's not really at peace with herself. Clearly not with the situation because her daughter died, but really just with the situation. We'll see about it. So I'm suspecting Bob. I'm suspecting the guy who is coming out of the elevator each time. because this show is representing him as someone mysterious. I'm suspecting the doctor, you know, the psychiatrist of Laura. I think that they had a weird relationship. They were too intimate. The fact that she was making tapes to him, the fact that she was telling him that she thought that her lover was stupid, you know, and also that she should have met him, the doctor, sooner. Like, I don't know. It felt wrong for me, that relationship. Not like a normal relationship between a doctor and a patient, you know, like someone that is supposed to take care of. For sure, we have a lot of secrets going on into this town. I'm not gonna talk again about all of the affairs that we have right there, but you know, everyone is cheating on everyone, in fact. At the end of the day, it was that, and Laura, she had so many lovers, I think, at the end of the day. At least some that she truly loved, and some who paid to spend time with her, maybe. It seems like a quiet town, Twin Peaks, but at the end of the day, it's really not. It's really just people doing weird stuff, bad stuff. It's not like that little town. I'm really coming from the countryside. Right now I'm living into a big town, but I'm coming from the countryside. I lived all of my childhood, all of the time that I was a teenager and all, into a small town. 300 people into that town, like really... It was not that much, so I can tell you that little town, they're not like that. For sure, they have their secrets and their weird people, but not that much. Like really, right there, it's too much. Oh, Cooper, I didn't talk again about his dreams, his weird dreams. The fact that Laura told him the name of the killer, but he can't remember it. But he can remember all of the rest of the dream that we didn't see. You know, about Bob, about tattoo, about all of that. I don't know if I have to suspect Cooper. You know, like... For sure it's weird for me, and for sure I don't know if I can truly believe him at 100% with all of these dreams and all. Do I have to consider... Maybe it's more that. Do I have to consider that into Twin Peaks we have a fantasy aspect, you know, like... things which are never gonna get explained because it's fantastic, it's really something extraordinary, almost mystical, and it can't be explained. If it's the case, okay, I'm all for it, I'm all for Cooper and his weird dreams and all of that. But if not, for me, if I'm thinking, you know, in a pragmatic way, I'm gonna be like, if you have these dreams about these people, it means that you met them before, something happened, and maybe you're involved, in fact, Cooper. Do you understand what I mean? But I think that, yes, into Twin Peaks, maybe I shouldn't ask myself so many questions, and I should maybe just go with the flow, you know, go with the show, and not ask myself so many questions, but you know that it's not how I'm functioning. But at least for that mystical, fantastic aspect, I should accept it and just go with it. Oh, it's raining so much. Like, beginning of the month, it was really cold, like 10 degrees outside, something like that. We had one entire week, suddenly it was 25 degrees, 27, something like that, Celsius. I'm gonna put right there how many it is in Fahrenheit. And suddenly, it's raining and it's really cold again. Like, it's a total nonsense, that weather. Okay, stop talking about the weather, but again, it's a reminder for you. It's gonna rain, I think, during the entire reaction part, the entire video. And because of that, maybe for you, for the sound, it can be a bit of annoying. And maybe it can be also really windy at some point. So it's a fair warning for you guys. Okay, let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can have these reaction videos about Twin Peaks earlier during the day. And you can have a longer reaction part. Because it's big episodes, it's really longer. It's like 10 minutes longer, something like that, in full opacity for everything and all. And also because it's just longer reaction part and not the full one, but still like 10 minutes longer, you just have to subscribe to the level 2 for Twin Peaks. If you're only interested by Twin Peaks, just to subscribe to the level 2, €5, it's enough to have this advantage, to have this episode earlier with a longer reaction part and all. And it's the best way to support me if you want, and if you can. You have the link to my Patreon on the description. Let's go for this episode!
Yeah, his hair was long. Filthy gray on gray, long hair.
But
I saw it in front of Laura's bed.
when?
An animal.
When?
Have you ever seen this man before?
No, never.
Sarah, did you tell them about the necklace? You're gonna love that one.
What necklace?
She's had 2 visions.
Go ahead, sir.
It was a vision that you had, or it truly happened?
Flashlight beam moves across the ground. A gloved hand lifts a rock.
Okay, that's what we saw. Yes, that's the necklace.
It was Laura's.
So you have visions, you also, not only Cooper. There is really a mystical, fantastic situation right there.
It's wrong. Well, let's see what's going on.
Thanks to Jay, Jared decided not to kill himself, and he's changed his will, leaving the towers to Jade instead of Emerald.
Not into your soap opera, my dear.
Montana's planning to kill Jared at midnight, so the towers will belong to Emerald and Montana, but I think she's going to double cross him and he doesn't know it yet.
What's going on? Lucy,
I love Lucy.
why couldn't I spend the night last night?
Will you be having coffee, Deputy Brennan?
Oh, you were together before? Okay.
Agent Cooper, I'd like to help you, but I'm a problem here.
Confidentiality?
Yes. It is safe to say she came to you because she was having problems. Oh my, yes. Were her problems of a sexual nature?
The problems of our entire society are of a sexual nature.
Mm. You think? Everything?
Laura had secrets.
For sure.
And around those secrets, she built the fortress. In my 6 months with her, I was not able to penetrate, and for which I consider myself an abject failure.
I don't think so. She was telling you a lot of things into these tapes.
And they were boys. Laura was a woman.
She had
Teenager?
sex with 3 men the night she was murdered. Were you one of them?
No.
Who killed her?
You wish that you
Night after Laura
could have
died,
been one.
I followed a man Laura had spoken to me about. He was driving a red Corvette.
You'll be in town, Doc?
Well, I'm planning a pilgrimage to Pebble Beach. But that's not till the end of the month. Hang loose, Howies.
Oh, I'm really suspecting him. Okay, I'm not erasing him from my list of suspects. Him, Bob, and the weird guy into the elevator for now.
Good morning, Gordon. How are we doing?
Over, where do we start? The Palmer girl or Albert's new best friend, Harry Truman. And those marks on her shoulders, bird bite.
Huh?
He'll also be faxing a reconstruction of the plastic foramen from her stomach. I've got an OJ and an AFO here from Albert concerning his mano-a-mano with the local sheriff Truman. Albert wants this guy bad, too.
And you tell Albert that if he wants to pursue this, I'll fight him all the way to Jane to Washington.
Don't get excited.
I'll talk to you later,
Now.
Thank you for defending him.
Aaron, the last thing I want you to worry about while I'm here is some city slicker I brought into your town relieving himself upstream. This is the man I saw in my dream.
Mm.
So this man. I had an intuition that my dream and Sarah Palmer's vision were connected.
Really? Okay. A mystical, fantastic situation into this town.
Hawk.
I have to accept it. I thought that 3 episodes would be enough for me to stop going jazzy each time. Seems that it's not the case.
Where's the book that spells bankruptcy? I need space. My desk upstairs. There's a drop pen on the top drawer.
Oh, you're telling him everything. You trust him that much.
Mr. Gerard, it's the police. Open up.
Don't play. Sounds serious.
Sounds serious, looked stupid.
Don't move.
just forgot something. What is it? Ah! It's a casino?
What do you mean you don't know him? You know this man.
No, sir. I've never seen that guy before in my life. But you know something? He kind of looks like somebody, doesn't he? Mr. Gerard, you have a friend named Bob.
For sure, he looks like somebody. He looks like himself.
Why have you been at the
What?
hospital? Bob's in a coma.
There was a Linebacker assaulted 3 days ago outside a bar in Lowtown.
He's clean. No record, no warrants.
Take a look at his car.
Your middle name is Michael. Named after my uncle. How'd you lose the arm? Car accident.
It's not the guy that you saw, Cooper.
That's what I'm selling these days. Everybody needs shoes.
Ah!
The arm you lost. You didn't have a tattoo. What's this all about? I'm a shoe salesman.
Settle down, Mr. Gerard.
If you won't tell us, we can find out. What did it say? It said...
Oh bah! Oh bah! You're gonna feel sorry for that intrusion and this question.
Was Josie Packard.
But she was not there for you for that Gerard.
Tall, dark, and handsome stranger falls madly in love with me.
Stop thinking about Cooper like that. You're a teenager. It's gonna become an obsession for you.
I'm the woman of his dreams because I'm gonna help to figure out who killed Laura. You're gonna help me.
Ah.
Fact, Laura was seeing James Hurley behind Bobby's back. What if she was? So it is true. Fact, Laura had a sweet tooth for nose candy. Well, I guess it's not such a big secret.
And I think that you knew also that she was working at a prostitution house.
Dr. Jacoby's talking to my brother Johnny, trying to get him to go to the funeral. So he tells Johnny that Laura's in a better place now, blah, blah, blah. Because Laura was his patient.
And that she didn't know also.
Gets better. You ever heard of One-Eye Jack's? It's a place across the border. They have girls working there. Are you saying you think Laura was one of them? I don't know. Well, it should explain a few things. I'll help you. But whatever we find out, we have to promise to keep it between ourselves. Our secret. It's a deal. And I know exactly
I'm okay
where to start.
for the two of you working together on that case. You? I mean, this actor, okay.
You haven't seen me for a while, Donna.
Hello to you too. Nice to see you.
Business is good.
Yeah.
You gotta back me up in there, Norma, please. I know I have no right to ask you. You have no reason to believe me, but I'll change.
You're not really...
Give me a chance to prove it.
I want to believe you because your face, your eyes, you seem sincere, but at the same time, no love words right there.
Nobody knows. I know I have a lot to make up for. For the life I destroyed. And for another life I'm very nearly destroyed.
Mrs. Jennings, your husband would be facing a difficult re-entry. How would you help him?
I can give him a job. Boss, tough. Fair.
And you would live together as man and wife?
But he's my husband, isn't he?
Well, we have what we need here.
She's
We'll make our
supportive.
decision without the inmate present.
We'll let you know right before we let today.
It made me think of this anxiety stance, you know, that you can buy to relieve your stress during some moments.
That's not Dr. Lineker.
Does Dr. Lineker treat birds?
Why, yes.
Ms. Loomer, we're going to have to confiscate your files.
What?
Harry, as clear as the signs on the turnpike, the bird that attacked Laura Palmer is a client of this office.